You got a lot of guys competing for jobs. How long will it be before you start kind of saying, okay, these are the guys?
Well, I'm a firm believer that the cream of the crop will rise. I mean, so to speak. But there's still some time. There's quite a bit of reps out there for the guys, and again, they're just starting to feel comfortable in the system. Where before they were like, it was all new. They were playing more like robots. You know what I mean? They were so coach dependent on the calls, but now they've I think as a group they feel more comfortable. They understand it. Now they're letting it loose, and it's been pretty good. But obviously we're talking about just 3 practices. This is the first day. We're in shells, and we saw a little bit of guys running around with the pads on. A little bit different now, but for the most part they did a great job.
Your mainstay still at safety?
That's correct.
You anticipate him staying there?
Yes.
How about at nickel? Could that be a safety or necessarily?
Right now we we're focusing on Jonathan Mincy, Chris Davis, and T-Bell. Those are the guys right now that are taking the reps, and we basically we just told Jermaine to concentrate more on at the safety position, and he's doing a great job.
Could a starting cornerback also be the nickelback?
That's correct. Yes. Best players are playing, guys that are ready. But that's what we would prefer. It's a position that's demands a lot. You got offenses that obviously their best receivers in that slot position a lot of times, and you get a lot of the mismatches. The offense does with linebackers and safeties, and you can put a guy in there that's got corner skills, man skills, and very demanding. And so for right now, that's been the rotation.
Three, I guess, just work at a corner.
That's correct.
So he kind of picked up where he left off in the spring, and he was a guy that did some good things for you in the spring.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that all of them really. There's not one guy that actually stands out, because I think for the most part they're doing a good job as a group. There's not one guy standing out from one or the other. There's guys that are making plays at both the corner and the safety position. Again, we've got some time, and we're still installing our package, and it's going pretty good right now.
The idea of Chris Davis playing nickel, I mean, is that something you worked on in the spring, or is that kind of a new?
Yes. No, it's not new.
Okay.
He's played, obviously he's playing corner and nickel since the spring, so nothing's really changed.
Gotcha.
His physical nature, is that one of the things that
That's one of his great traits. That's something that gives us. We look at it very positively. Everybody's got to be physical, but when you're playing inside at that position, you got to have the physicality, especially in a run game.
T-Bell has played that a good bit in the past. Nickel, does that kind of give him a little more of an edge there?
Again, I'm not. You could tell that he's going full speed for the first time. He's got a lot of experience. He doesn't look lost. He's caught on really well. And T-Bell is one of those guys too in the springtime that he was there every rep. He was doing his rehab, obviously away from when we were at practice. When we were at practice, he was practicing with us mentally. So we took a lot of mental reps. He's on top of his game. He's a smart guy, and he's been a really good leader for us. So he's picked it up really well.
I know it's just 2 practices in, but what do you like about Holtzy and Jonathan Jones, the freshman?
Focused. Really started with their classes. Those guys didn't. They did a really nice job. We're talking about Jonathan Jones and T.J. Davis and Josh Hosley, right? Yeah, those guys are doing really excited about those guys. I mean, they're doing a good job. They're getting reps. They're doing good.